Hi darlings, thank you so much for joining me on the Creative Retreat channel today. And today I have a Bible journaling process for you in my Interleaf Bible. And I am journaling my first entry in the My Refuge May Faith art box. And I love the colors of this kit. I'm going to link below an unboxing video if you have not seen it. You guys know that oranges and pinks are my jam, so I'm loving the warm tones in this kit. And I pulled out 3 colors from my stash. Distress Oxide Tattered Rose, Victorian Velvet, and the new Saltwater Taffy. These are not exact colors, but they're pretty close. And so I'm going to be playing around with these in the background and also using the stencil that came with the kit. That is this, it's like a wonky check mark. And I'm going to be using this as journaling lines. So I kind of had this idea and let's see how it turns out. I'm going to put you on fast forward and let's dig in. Okay, darling, so I'm going to start with my favorite method for backgrounds, which is the smooshing method. I'm using 3 Distress Oxides, and since I'm making a mixed media page, this is perfect for that. I start off with Tattered Rose, and then you'll see me move on to Victorian Velvet, and using the lighter color first and then building on the darker color just helps my page really come together. So after I dry off, you can see both of those colors there. It looks a little messy, but that's the look I am going for. And now I'm going to number the items that I have here in a list in the devotional. I did a deep dive in 2 Samuel chapter 22, and there are some verses that Jessica points out here in the devotional that tells us about who God is. And this is basically a chapter where David is basically giving thanksgiving to God for being his refuge. And so you see me number that in the devotional because I wanted to create some spaces for those. But first, I'm going to use some of the cardstock stickers from the kit to create a title in the middle of my page. Once I create that title, I'm going to use a 3rd Distress Oxide color. This is the new Saltwater Taffy. And I am going to use this in 6 different spots to create some journaling spots with the stencil that came with the kit. So I can add those character of God that comes from that chapter 22. So you see me move around my stencil. I am using a round contour brush. Again, with the Saltwater Taffy color. This is such a beautiful color, and I think it matches really well with this kit. These wonky lines are going to serve as journaling lines where I'm going to place who David tells us that God is throughout chapter 22 of 2 Samuel. The first one reads that God is our rock, our fortress, and our deliverer, and that is found in verse 2. And then the second one is that God is our refuge, the horn of salvation, and our stronghold. And that is found in verse 3. The third one is faithful and blameless. That is found in verse 26. The fourth one is pure and shrewd. That is found in verse 27. The fifth one is the rescuer of the oppressed in verse 28. And the last one, God is our lamp in the darkness, and that is found in 29. I love this list of characteristics of who God is, or who David says that God is to him, that Jessica listed here in our devotional. And I knew immediately that I wanted to journal that in some way and add that into a page here in 2 Samuel in my Bible. After I add all of those, I make sure that I block out those verses over on the left-hand side in my Bible. And now I'm going to use some of the cardstock stickers just to add some decor. The amazing thing about a mixed media page is that you can use a variety of things. You can use inks, you can use your journaling pens, you can use stamping. And so I am taking advantage of multiple things from the kit to add to this page. I add some wonky hearts, and this is just going to spread some color throughout my page. And then you'll see me go back in with my journaling pen, and I'm going to outline all of the cardstock elements on this page just to make them pop off and make them a little bit bolder off the page. I also add the tab from the cardstock stickers, and then I punch out from one of the backings a white tab just to make sure that stickiness doesn't add to or stick to the page behind it. And now going into the printables, the Faith-Filled Digitals, I take out one of the labels in that blue color. I wanted to add some blue to the bottom, and this is a perfect way to do that. So adding some ruler adhesive, I'm going to adhere that towards the bottom of my page, add a wonky heart, and then I'll add my date. Lastly, to finish off the page, I'm just going to add some more mixed media elements by adding some splatters around the page with some of the Daniel Smith watercolors. That is it, darlings. I love how it turned out. Just a little mixed media, and I was able to incorporate all of the 6 different things that are pointed out here in 2 Samuel chapter 22 that I numbered here. So I'm really happy with how it turned out in a mixed media way. If you are new here to the Creative Retreat channel, I hope you consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the videos from all of my team members here on this channel. I'm going to link below this kit if you haven't picked it up yet, and that unboxing that I spoke to you about. It's just a fun kit. I'm loving the colors, and I hope to bring some more fun into my Bible pages with this kit this month. So thank you so much for joining me each and every video, darlings. God bless. Bye.